Good morning, everybody. Just thought I'd pop on real quick. I haven't been on too much. May is just such a crazy month to get everything done. And I think the biggest part of May is not planting, it's edging, mulching. Um, the quicker you get your mulch on, I used to wait till June to put my mulch on. And as things have changed, I now get my mulch on earlier and earlier because it keeps the moisture in the ground, it keeps the roots cool. We have had a pattern of going from like 40s and 50s right to 80. And that's exactly what we're doing. Today we're supposed to hit 80 degrees. It's lovely out this morning. So, and one more word. I love when people leave comments. I really do. But if you're going to be a troll and you're going to leave some really nasty comments about how cluttered my house is and how cluttered my yard is. Um, that is not why I started this channel. I started this channel to form because there are people who are just starting out, and if you live in an urban environment and there are lots of ordinances, you can still grow a lot of food. Are you going to grow enough to feed your entire family? Probably not, but you can sure make a dent in your budget. So I'm doing some cooking videos. I'm making my own laundry detergent. As far as the comments that were deleted on the laundry detergent, I've been using it. I actually checked with Whirlpool, my washer people. It is perfectly fine to add baking soda to your laundry detergent. It's not just a filler. It actually raises or lowers the pH. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it changes the pH to where your clothes will be cleaner. So unless you have something to back what your comment is and not just ripping the channel apart, I'm here for it. Bring it on. I I've learned so much from people leaving comments, like for my blueberries. It's so good to know there's a specific mycorrhizome for blueberries. I didn't know that. So I like a community that supports each other. I think that's how we move forward. That's how we help each other through tough times. Um, it's not about criticizing. So I thought this morning, I before I jump on the mulch pile, my mulch pile is almost gone. I've got a little bit more to do. And then we had Mother's Day yesterday. We had a lovely day. I took a day off from the garden and we had fun yesterday. So I think I'll take everybody on a walk. All my foundation mulching is done. As soon as I get this last bit of mulch spread, then I start to mulch the gardens, the vegetable gardens with compost. Um, it's time for my nettings to get bumped up to the taller. My little hoops are no longer sufficient, so I need to bump up to the PVC pipe hoops. They're busting out of their cages. so but everything is growing, and now it's after Mother's Day. I'm going to start planting things in the ground. The biggest problem in May for us in the past, and really kind of this year too, has been wind, and these little plants get beat up. So I'm not planting my peppers yet. I'm not planting my tomatoes yet. My thyme and my herbs definitely are going in. Some of my more tender annuals are definitely not going in. Basil's not going in. Um, but I will have 2 crops of basil this year. So, but in another week, we'll see. So let's take a tour of the garden. My cutleaf Japanese peonies are blooming, which is great. They're only going to last a day or two because they don't like the real heat. And we are in the 80s today, so I'll bet they're gone by tonight. So, yeah, let's go take a tour. So this is my standard lilac, and it is getting ready to bloom. And oh my gosh, that's how I know it's time to plant annuals, which is really exciting. But look at the blooms on the strawberries. These are my daffodils that I cut in half. So really looking forward. And I have strawberries. All my borders are ringed in strawberries. So every single border is just loaded with white blossoms. And that's exciting. So the oregano got harvested this weekend. It's in the dehydrator now. This entire area was mulched. The Japanese irises are now looking good. cranesbill geraniums look good. I have all tomatoes that are coming in. They will be put in this area, and this whole area will be tomatoes. The onions, because of all the rain, the onions have really perked up. So they'll need to be watered. Somebody was digging in the tomato bed. That's not good. And then all along the foundation, I put breadseed poppies. This is cauliflower and broccoli. They are ready for their tall hoops. So that has to happen today. This is one of my favorite areas in the garden. I wove this screening out of gutter guard. It's a privacy screen, and I really like it. It's got a nice pond, and then it's surrounded with nepeta, Japanese irises, cotoneaster. What else do I have in there? Some variegated iris on the other side, and stachys, Helen von Stein lamb's ears. The iris have started blooming. So I think these are original to when we bought the house, and I've left them because I do like them a lot. Solomon's seal. This whole area it was a project. It's a project every year, but it's done. The Brunnera is slowly slowing down. Hakana Chloe looks good. This is an oak leaf hydrangea, and I love this plant. It turns bright red in the fall. It's it's been here 30 years. It's very happy. This is a Deutzia Nico. It's the miniature Deutzia plant, and I thought I lost it, and it came back. So I was super excited about that. Some heuchera. This guy's just figuring out if he wants to live or die. We haven't decided yet. This Annabelle hydrangea is going to be popped out and moved to the back. The deer love it. It's not in a good spot. So I think I'm going to take the temptation away. This entire area, you can see all the breadseed poppies. So this entire area will be melons, hot peppers, and eggplant. And that's usually what I put out here. And they seem to thrive. They get full hot sun. Um, the lavender does really well here. This is Echinops, globe thistle, yarrow. This is a Pacifica juniper. If you need ground cover somewhere, it's a great one. I'm waiting to cut my lavender back until midsummer. It's going to need a hard cut. I don't like to cut it. It's a woody perennial, so I don't cut it this time of the year. Hold off on your lavender. Echinacea is in here. I've got some clary sage that will come in here. Also some coreopsis in the front, more nepeta. But look at that white azalea. So I have not put my annuals in yet. So this area, I started gerrymander, poor man's boxwood from Teucrium, also it's known as. Started from seed this winter in the studio, and it all germinated. Pine tree seeds is where I got the seeds, and honestly, I couldn't be happier. I've never had good luck germinating germinating gerrymander, but this year, 100% germination. So this is a hosta called Little Tierra. Some years the deer find it, sometimes they don't. There's a sedum. These are all breadseed poppies coming up. I have a lot of Victoria salvia in this bed, a tardiva hydrangea, and behind that, this is a Nova Zembla rhododendron. But all the Cordalius lutea is starting to bloom, and it's such a nice border, and it's so easy to control. So I have to say, it's on my favorite list. This area was done. This is a transition area. We had a 28-foot blue spruce that we had taken down last August, and it really made a huge, this was all shade. This has all been transplanted in the fall. I put an amelanchier in. It's a native plant. So I'm kind of riding out this year to see how things turn out in here. I didn't, it really gets hot sun in the afternoon, so I might put some zinnias or some annuals just to put some color out here. There's a fairy rose, there's some variegated iris, there's a pink diamond hydrangea, but I'm trying to go for 3 seasons of color in here. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. There could be some changes there. I have a swamp azalea in the front here. which I love. It's the only azalea that blooms in August. Francie Williams hosta. This is a Jacqueline vercata hemlock that I love. This is another tardiva that I cut my tards really heavy every year. Um, Triceratus, it looks like a weed, but it's not. And then this whole area has shade plants growing, so I'm not sure they're going to survive our hot summers, but we will see. So I tend not to water this area very much. This area kind of gets left on its own, but look at that azalea. This was here when we moved here. I cut it back super hard, and it's the best thing I ever did. I actually cut it to the ground. And so every year, I think it would be huge if you didn't cut it back, but as soon as it's done blooming, I'll come back in and prune it. And I'm going to cut it hard. Don't be shy about cutting your azaleas. These are my driveway beds. This is amber waves. I don't know if it's amber waves or not. I can't remember. It's been so long, but out of 5 plants, it's the only one that survived. I started thinking that heucheras were annuals. They died off so fast. Japanese painted ferns. This is a variegated Brunnera, and I don't know the variety, but there's Chelone hot lips, which will bloom in the fall, well, late summer. There's some ferns in here. They like it dry. This maple is coming out because it really got hit in the ice storm, and it's on its last leg, so it's got to go. Deciduous holly is in here. I've got astilbes in here and some other things that I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, Cimicifuga. I really like Cimicifuga. It has a bronze leaf, and I should have put 3 of them in, and I only put 1, so that could change. But look at that azalea. So pretty. And the deer stay away from the bigger the leaf, they tend to not bother it. That's Blue Angel, and I can't remember what this one is. But anyway, I have hostas lining the driveway. And there's that little tiara, and these do really well. Astilbes, Asiatic lilies, um, that's a Francie William, columbine, and we do really well with painted ferns. So these grow up in the cracks every year, and these will get bumped out and moved into the beds. This is Sweet William. I have moved this plant 4 times. The deer love it. This is the only bed that they kind of leave it alone. This is balloon flower platycodon coming up. I have a veronica along here that will border. But this is canadensis, canadensis. It's a native columbine. I don't have any really fancy ones. And then they'll come back, they'll be done, and then the breadseed poppies will come up. This is Sarah Bernhardt. It's a really nice peony. And these are all ready to go in the ground. So it's going to be busy, plus all the ones that are out in the hoop house. So, yeah. So, everybody take a breath. I hope you had a lovely Sunday, a day off, and it's back to gardening again.